Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. We are going to a Jeeping event this weekend, Jeepin with Judd.
Versatile burial ground.
Kalaja was a wooden Indian, never went nowhere.
Butter.
Like butter. Oh, this is too cool.
You guys have seen the new Bone Tactical Rubicon Gladiator behind me. We're gonna take it through its paces and hit what is probably the most popular and most complete off-road area, meetup, and trails in the state of Florida. There's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I'll tell you really quickly what you have to bring, and stay tuned, guys, because this is the bare minimum. A lot of my videos, I talk about really extreme stuff that doesn't apply to a lot of people. Overlanding and 4x4 expeditions in remote virgin rainforests of Central America with my Land Cruiser, and that's not what this video is. This video is gonna be more relatable, and it's gonna be what you have to bring on a Jeep Meet trail ride. This is probably, like I say, the best one in Florida. If you're closer to somewhere like Moab, southern Utah, then you've got all the benefits of tons of different opportunities of trail rides. But for us in Florida, we really don't have that many options. You guys probably already know really quickly. Check out the full video on the Jeep if you want to see everything about it. But the minimum that I would say, solid axles, 35-inch tires, lifted to fit those tires, good suspension, lockers, at least rear lockers. Lockers front and rear is nice. What we're running here is 37s, solid axles, and like I say, check out that Rubicon video for more. But we're gonna talk about actual 4x4 accessories that you need to go to Jeepin with Judd. I'm gonna show you a little bit about the Jeepin with Judd event, and I'll show you also behind the scenes of where I'm gonna be putting the cameras. I'm gonna put my 360 camera right here on this light mount, sticking up right here. Hopefully that'll give us some drone footage because drones are not allowed at this event. The first modification I did for this was this fire extinguisher right here. So heavy duty UV rated steel insert zip ties here holding this quick release to the roll cage on this fire extinguisher. It is a requirement for the course, but being that Jeeps occasionally have been known to spontaneously combust, I'm glad we have it. I'll do my best to link everything in the description below. Always have my trusty bone thumper. We're gonna be running our tire pressures down, so we'll tell you about that. If you have bead locks, you can run down to 5 or 10 pounds of pressure. If you don't, 15 or 20. The reason we air our tires down is because it improves off-road traction and improves suspension just a little bit. Handling in certain terrains like sand. Again, this is a video for minimum modifications. So we've just got the empty bed of the Jeep here, fully unmodified. Pelican case, that's my go-to always. You guys know me in Pelican cases. Inside the Pelican case, I have just the bare minimum off-road gear, what I'm gonna be needing for this trail riding. Now, I'm used to going to areas where I have to bet my life on my gear, where I'm the only one out there and doing expeditions, but in this case, I still take it very seriously and talk you through this stuff. They recommend bringing a strap. I don't have winches on this truck at all. I've got front and back winches on the Land Cruiser, but not even one on this. Nice thing about going with multiple people, you can just bring a kinetic rope. Now, this is just a cheap one I got off Amazon, but the big deal about this and why it's so much better than a chain or a winch strap is that it's kinetic. That means it absorbs and flexes like a rubber band, but it's also very, very strong. I usually use a helicopter tow cable that I keep wrapped around the bumper of my Land Cruiser. The other thing is soft shackles, and you want to have places, tow hooks on your vehicle to put these shackles. In fact, tow hooks front and back are a requirement at Jeepin with Judd at this event. Now, here's the tow hooks on the front bumper, okay? And this is for vehicle recovery if you get stuck, if you need a little pull. The soft shackles are amazing because they're like 40 or 50,000 pound rated. Not just that, but think about it. They're light, okay? They don't take up a lot of space, and one of my favorite things about them is they're not beating and banging and scratching up your nice, beautiful $60,000 rig. Moving right along, we've got the Gray Man Operations Pack, of course, my favorite bag, and I'll show you what we have in it. Cobra CB radio. CB radio helps you able to communicate with your fellow Jeepers and the spotters as well. In order to air down, we've got these Rhino USA Pro Tire Deflator kit. It has a gauge in here and the little thing you screw on there. Once preset, it airs down the tires on its own to a certain preset foot-pound range. NPE Ghost Knife, always good to have. I like having them because they don't rust. Got my CB radio accessories, extra batteries, which I always keep wrapped in just a little bit of paper so they don't accidentally discharge. Comment below if you think you know what I've got inside the main compartment of the bag itself. Let's check it out. An antenna for the CB radio, even though it's a handheld. So the pro tip here is try and mount an antenna outside your vehicle, even if it's provisional. In this case, what I'm gonna do is just mount that little guy right there. And the reason for that is because you just get a lot better coverage having an antenna outside of your vehicle. I've got my Frog Togs rain gear poncho and an extra pair of sunglasses. Now, a 37-inch tire is just a little bit big to be keeping in the original spare tire spot under the bed of the Jeep. So we've gone ahead and just stuck it in the bed here. Heavy duty winch strap holding it down. Absolutely necessary. You don't want stuff beating and banging around when you're off-road. Anything that can fly out of the bed. And a cable lock for security if we're not inside the vehicle. Same thing with the Pelican case. I keep a lot of my stuff in here just because I can throw a cable lock onto there. And since it's a soft top, I don't necessarily like keeping stuff inside the Jeep because it's so easy to just slash that soft top and reach in and grab something out without making any noise. Not that I leave the vehicle unattended too much, but better to be safe than sorry. My other Gray Man Operations Pack is set up for EDC. It goes with me where I go, and that's basically the point of EDC, isn't it? If you guys see me talking in the Jeep while we're on this trail ride, it's probably because of this cool little GoPro setup I have right here. That's it for the bare minimum. Now let's get out there and see what's going on at Jeepin' with Judd trail ride event. Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. If you hear that little tune behind me, it's the check-in here. We're in line on the Gator Trail and we'll keep you posted.
Have a nice ride, you guys. See you guys back there later.
Degrees, boys. 18 degrees of camber. Roll, roll, roll. Holy.
24.
That's 24. That's the most I've ever had. Wow, we just hit 24.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Okay, that was fun. Yeah, buddy. We're here at the Jeepin with Judd event on the Gator Trail. Really cool little area. It's been a cattle ranch since the 1800s, old Florida style. Really fun Jeep event, trail riding, right, that we're doing right now. And just wanted to take this in-cabin opportunity to show you a little bit about what you want to look at. You want to look for, like we say, lockers front and rear, four-wheel drive. We've aired down the tires already. We're not using the lockers. We are in four-wheel low. I've got the sway bar disconnected. I've got Off-Road Plus turned on. So these newer Gladiator Rubicons, especially the newer Rubicon models, just have so much off-road capability. I'm just, breezing through these trails that there's probably not any stock vehicle out there that you could take on these trails. And a Rubicon, Jeep Rubicon with 35s is pretty much the only thing that can roll out here, closest to stock. And that's, we've got our accessory gauges here, really nice. Don't have to add in all this stuff after the fact. Battery voltage, oil temp, coolant temp, trans temp, oil pressure. You've got your drivetrain information. We're got the CB radio going, so we're all in communication with each other. And then again, the pitch and roll here helps. When you're going up an incline, you can see what the degree of either the pitch or the roll is, and you should also know your vehicle. That 11 or 12% pitch that we were just on got up to 13, 14 at the most, and it really didn't feel like anything. This Jeep is just so well balanced. And you got to look at that as well with not wanting to get into going too high. When you lift a vehicle, the higher you go, the wider you have to go. So it doesn't have a problem with the pitch angle. Or the roll angle, excuse me, and you don't have a problem with rollovers. And so, with a Jeep, it's nice because if we could even probably clear, we got 37-inch tires right now, we could probably even clear a 40 if we just were to change out the fenders on here. And you don't really want to keep going up, like I say, because then you're at risk for a rollover. Let's stay tuned and see what else the day brings. Rest easy, brother. Doesn't like these tight little turns. It's okay, baby. They're JKs. We can keep up.
There's a little bit more excitement.
So we're here at the staging area for one of the easier trails. My sister Laura's gonna be checking this one out today. We got Laura driving it up. We did the Gator for the last trail. Of course, the staging area is mostly for airing down your tires. If you've got bead locks, you can get down into single digit pressure, like 5, 7, 8 pounds. We're running 20 right now. And we got the tow strap. As you can see, everybody's got their tow strap. They check the fire extinguisher, all that stuff. So let's get rolling. you enjoying the 17-degree camber?
Love it. Never been more comfortable.
Pretty cool, huh?